YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Russo. As you can read by the title, thumbnail, and etc., we will be putting the worst players on one team and trying to rebuild from there. So as you can see, Jalen LeCue, who I actually do like, Duncan Robinson, PJ Dozier, Naz Mitra Long, Colin Lucas, Azar Briscoe, alright, Kobe Simmons, Marion Dunn, Igor Klimov. These men will probably give me the worst record in the league in the first season, but hopefully the third season we have a few superstars, a few high draft picks that will go to NBA champions. I am the, can we see my name? Virginia Storm. So a brand new team, looking to ruffle a few feathers around. Power rankings, we should be the absolute 30, 30, and 30. So hopefully we have the, I did simulate a few games because I did record one video already, but I had the music on, so I'm now doing a do-over, as they say in the YouTube business. So we are 0-5 and 0-6. Alright, we probably won't even win more than like 4 games, but I'll see at the end of the season. Hopefully we have the worst record in the league. Fellas, as you can see, the season's starting to wrap up. We got 2 wins. I said we'd get like 4 or 5. Brian MVP, right? Oh, I wanted to check. I want to show who we beat. We were on course to go 0-82. Then we versed the Charlotte Hornets. So, where's the standings? So we did go 2-80. Not very good. I'm guessing Jalen LeCue balled out. How the fuck do we even check? Zay Briscoe averaged 12 points. Duncan Robinson 11. Jalen averaged 10. Yeah, alright. So the boys did pretty shitty. You could say they did pretty bad. We did beat the Charlotte Hornets though. And we beat the Bucks, I think it was. The Bucks lost to us, so there's that. Alright, so next off season, hopefully we get a high draft pick, sign a big free agent, see what happens from there. So the Sixers beat the LA Lakers in 7 games in the NBA Finals. Ben Simmons won Finals MVP. Good stuff. So the draft lottery, obviously, this is pretty much the foundation for us. These men, you were the first ever players on the Virginia Storm, so hold your heads high. You might have won 2 games, but you're part of history anyway. So we do have the highest percent because there's 15 teams in lottery. I guess it works differently, and just like that, we get number 2 pick. Not too bad at all. So staff signing. We had Chester Hodges. Who's up? Michael Stuffer, the guy that does the 2K ratings. He's not going to come. Nah. Alright. Jacob Underwood. I want to offer you the bag. Okay, we go to top coach. Oh, this team is shitty. There's no way. Expect me to make this a championship team in a few years? Yes, you should. Alright, so we get a trainer, and I'll see who we draft at the rookie signing. Alright, so with the second pick, we drafted Anthony Edwards coming out of Georgia Tech, and Aiden Iggy Horn. He's a center, power forward. So obviously we've got our foundation, so we've got a big man and a shooting guard, or 2 guard. Qualifying offers, you guys, none of you are going to get an offer. You're gone. You're our first players, but you never come back. So free agency. Also, this free agent class is pretty weak, except one decent player in Anthony Davis, and we should have all the money in the world. So if he wants to be a legend, he comes to the Virginia Storm. And we valued us over the 1-year deals, I guess. Could overpay for Pascal Siakam. That is a thing. Or from a 2-year. Not from a 1. Do you reckon you would accept a 1 year? I don't know. Is DeJounte Murray a free agent this year? So he's not. Okay. Could overpay for Brandon Ingram. You know what? Let's do that. No, actually. We'll go for Pascal Siakam. So his biggest offer was 4 years, 111. We offer 4 years, 115, so you get a bit more money at the Virginia Storm, and he doesn't care about rings. He's fucking coming for the bag. I thought he did. Did I not offer him? Am I tripping? What's going on? How the fuck's he down there? Anyways, so everyone's leaving except the Toronto Raptors. Okay, I thought, I should have realized they would have matched the offer. Andre Drummond, his biggest offer. Boys. It ain't looking too hot. We could get Buddy Hield. Let's just overpay Buddy Hield. I'll probably end up trading him in a few years. This is just for 1 year, I guess. No, we get Buddy Hield. So, there's our one big player. Could get Montrezl Harrell. That'd be alright, Montrezl Harrell, to be honest. Or Hassan Whiteside, get him on a 1 year deal. Don't really like Whiteside. I am a Heat fan if you did not know. But hey, Whiteside is on the team. So we got it. We're starting to build a decent player now. Decent team, sorry. Fred VanVleet is a bit small though. Oh, so he is there. Shit. What's his biggest offer? He is restricted. I want to overpay DeJounte Murray a lot, and hopefully... Okay, sweet. Sweet, because he turns into a very good player. DeJounte Murray. I just did a Spurs rebuild, so I'm quite aware of it. Could pick up Bogdanovic. That wouldn't be too bad. Is he restricted? I think he might be a restricted free agent. I didn't check. That fucks me anyways. And just like that, the team is looking pretty sweet. Get a good vet in Goran Dragic on a 1-year deal. No, we will not. Jeremy Lin, now that's a decent vet for the minimum. Alright, so now the team is looking alright. We'll do play progression, and then we'll start next season. Hopefully the 3rd year, we can snag a Paul George or a Giannis. So, and hopefully win a ring. So just like that, we've got a few 80 overalls, a few high 70s. Jalen Leclerc goes up a bit. Alright, I'll see you guys at the start of next season with the rotation. Okay, so we have the rotation sorted. DeJounte Murray getting 36, Anthony Edwards 33, Bogdanovic 29, Lukman Barbunte 29, 33 for Whiteside, Hield, yada yada yada. So we should be in the middle of the rut, I'm assuming, so nothing too special. Maybe get a decent, maybe high lottery pick, so 22 there. So, ooh, fuck, they still think we're going to be the worst team. We made a few big moves. Okay, so I reckon we'll get a decent lottery pick. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, Anthony Edwards balls out. First game, we do lose. Alright, I'll see you at the end of the season. Alright, so as you can see in the bottom right corner, we are 15 and 30. So I want to try and do something audacious to get John Collins and hopefully trade Serge Ibaka in free agency. Give away a lottery protected pick, and Whiteside is on a 1-year deal. Oh, we can offer all the seconds. And a future first. And another future first. Yeah, alright. So we get John Collins. Gave up a few first round picks. Did give up my pick this year, but it is lottery protected, so should be fine. But John Collins is a big steal. Oh, is he a free agent next year? I hope not. Right, he is. Okay. So that hurts our claims of getting a big free agent next year, but we are building a nice foundation of young players. So, this might be a 4-year rebuild maybe, but I'll see at the end of the season anyways how it goes. Alright, as you can see, we're ending the season 34 and 48, so not terrible, not great. Anthony Davis is your MVP. We did not get Rookie of the Year. Oh well. Or Defensive Player of the Year, and DeJounte Murray. Frank Vogel, Coach of the Year. Probably get no one from the Virginia Storm anywhere here. Probably all rookie. Damn, yeah, nice work, Murray. So, do get our first ever accolades as the Virginia Storm. I'll be cemented in history. Alright, so the Lakers in the finals against the Raptors, and the Lakers win last year. I think it was the Sixers. Anthony Davis is your finals MVP. They beat the Raptors in 5. So hopefully we do get a good draft pick. We didn't make the playoffs, so we kept it. It was lottery protected. We end up with the 8th pick. I might trade that. Alright, I'll be back once I forget what I'm doing with that draft pick. Alright, so I'm going to try and flip my 8th pick for number 3 with Serge Ibaka so we can clear 15 million cap space. I won't do that. We have a few second rounders you boys might enjoy. Come on. Yep, alright. So we get... No, we don't need to sign anyone. So we do get the number 3 pick. I'll be back at rookie signing once I draft someone. Alright, with the 3rd pick, I did get Evan Mobley coming out of USC, so that'll be good for our big man problem. So, moratorium, Paul George and stuff should be there. Kawhi Leonard is a free agent, interesting. So I would need to clear up a bit of money. I know DeJounte, I probably would. If I can trade Buddy Hield, I will. For like, cheap, like that's something I could do to clear up cap space. A bit risky though. Because obviously I might not get a play back with his caliber. Jackson Hayes is there. I just drafted a center, so that's really not needed. Oh boy, do I dare try and trade? I don't know. Do not know. Alright, I'll be back once I figure out what I'm gonna do with this situation. Alright, this is a trade I'm gonna be doing, getting Jackson Hayes and a pick for Buddy Hield. Don't want a second round, sure. So that cleared up a lot of money, and I won't be going for Kawhi. I saw Paul George as one offer, and it wasn't a great one. So I'm thinking we would definitely get Paul George. So that is a huge W for the Virginia Storm. So we should get him. I have John Collins as a restricted free agent. I will offer him a deal. If I can't get him because of Paul George, I'll just let him walk, as sad as it is. Just got to make business decisions. And we did get Jackson Hayes as well, so maybe we can move Mobley or Hayes to power forward. I don't know how good. Well, Collins, he could probably... No, wait, we're getting rid of Collins. Don't worry about it. So hopefully we can get both. I will check, because I know they love to cheese their little fucking bullshit at the end of moratorium. Wow, well, that's huge then, isn't it? He's matching a one... Okay, well, we get to keep him on a 1 year, $4 million deal, because this game is shit like that. Wow, what a huge dub for the Virginia Storm. So we do get Paul George and get rid of Buddy Hield, and Kawhi Leonard is still a free agent. Obviously can't afford him, but that's all good. So now we'll check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. We're not looking too bad. I'll be back once I figure out what I'm going to do next with the team though. Alright, so I'm going to be doing this trade. Bogdan Bogdanovic, Brad Wanamaker, I just signed for Robert Covington and a first round pick. Yeah, exception, sure. So we get a great defensive or 3-and-D guy in Rocco. And I don't know if we saved money on that. I didn't really check. But we are a bit thin at point guard because I just did trade. I can't get Derrick Rose. How much money do I have? Yeah, we have like nothing. So Jeremy Lin looks like he's going to have to come back. Or we're going to get Frank Mason actually. Yeah, sure, because he's younger. Get him on a nice cheap deal. He declined us. Wow. I guess we're going for Shabazz Napier. For 1 year. Sure. So I'll be back once we're at the start of next season. Hopefully we can make a push for the title. Now we have a top 10 player in Paul George. Alright, so here's the rotation with 33 to DeJounte Murray, Anthony Edwards 32, PG 38, John Collins 35, Jackson Hayes 28. There's the bench. As you can see, the bench is pretty thin. We do have the Pelicans first round pick, so I might flip that halfway at the trade deadline if we are doing pretty shitty. But if not, we'll just continue things how we're going. So we've got a decent start in 5, and Roko off the bench isn't too bad, but yeah, the bench, it's shit. But yeah, we'll be back. Maybe trade deadline, see what happens. Alright, so as you can see, we are 14-20. We're not at the trade deadline, but we're starting to get desperate. That desperate that we're going to trade for Chris Paul and get rid of DeJounte Murray. Just because this is the last season. If it was a long rebuild, he's averaging 18. Yeah, we get 280s. We do give up Roko in that pick, but I mean... We're getting desperate. We are getting very desperate, so got to make decisions before it's too late. So we got Chris Paul, one of the greatest point guards of all time, on the team now. Did get rid of DeJounte Murray. I'm sad about that. Could bolster the center position a bit, but do get a great 6-man and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander that I will not actually have. Yeah. Alright, so what were we? We're 14-20. If things don't improve, we'll make another move, but yeah, I'll see you next time I see ya. Alright, so we still haven't improved much with the addition of CP3, so just like that, he's getting shipped out. Picking up Klay Thompson, Julius Randle, John Collins is also leaving, but we're getting desperate. What can I say? We do pick up one of the greatest shooters of all time, though, so that'll be nice to play a shooting guard. We'll play, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander there. You know what, I might even trade Anthony Edwards. I have no idea what's going on. Like, we have a decent, I probably should trade a center. Just having brain farts right now, bro. Don't know what else to say. Oh boy, alright. I'll be back with my next move. This is a disaster. So we're back with another trade. Julius Randle was leaving. We're picking up De'Aaron Fox as we do need a point guard. So SGA can run the shooting guard position. Well, then again, we have Klay Thompson still as well. I forgot. So actually, this team, yeah, we need a power forward. We might move Evan Mobley to power forward maybe. Alright, I'll be back once I decide what I'm doing. So to fix up that power forward hole, I will be shipping away Anthony Edwards for Jaren Jackson Jr. a first round pick. We actually are shipping one of our picks away as well, because we didn't really need Edwards. Now we have Gilgeous-Alexander coming off the bench. So we're kind of actually starting to look a bit better now. Well, that started 4. Even Jackson Hayes, 81 overall is not too bad. 88 off the bench. Okay, I don't know how we're going to go. Simulate a few more games, still shit. We'll make more moves. Alright, it's trade deadline day now. We've only done one game since last time, but since this is 1 year left, like I'm doing 1 year left of the rebuild, I am going to get rid of Evan Mobley for Mitchell Robertson, Daniel Hamilton. So we do bolster the backup center position there. Actually, he can start, so that's a big move as well. So our start in 5 is actually really solid. Probably one of the best in the league. We've got a great 6-man. We're looking stronger. We are looking a lot stronger now. I'll be back when I decide what I'm doing next. Alright, this might be the last move we are making. This is our last pick. So Daniel Hamilton, because we want a point guard, and we get Derek White, which is actually a big steal when you think about it. So now our backup point guard is looking a bit better. So our team, it's looking good. Look at that starting five. You can't say that starting five isn't pretty amazing. And then Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off the bench and Derek White. We could upgrade David Nwaba, maybe. But, alright, I'll see. Maybe I might trade Nwaba for a better small forward. Or I might see him active end. I'll see what I'm going to do next. Sad day, fellas. One of the OG Virginia Storm players is getting traded. Sad day indeed. We are getting Landry Shamet, though, to our backup small forward. We're going to move him to the 3. So that's not too bad. That might be the last move, unless if I can trade Shamet for a better small forward, then we might make one more move. But I think for the most part, we'll just... Oh, Miles Bridges, yep, we're doing that one. Miles Bridges is coming. And hey, you got to see it live, so... Can get a first round. Yep, alright, Miles Bridges, so that's a pretty big move. So, look, I'm making so many trades. I'm committed to winning a championship for this. For the fans of Virginia Storm, I'm getting them a championship. You know, they only came 2 years ago. It's the 3rd ever season. Their starting 5 is stacked. Their bench, all 80 overalls. Alright, I think we can win a championship now, guys. Or at least make the playoffs. We are 20 and 27. Let's see how we do. We'll watch this first game together, actually. Might give us a good indication how we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're winning the chip, boys. Alright, I'll see, hopefully, playoffs. And we lose. Alright, fellas, as you can see... Wait, I can't see myself. We have 4 games left. We are 40-38. And I was checking the playoff picture. We're like 2 games ahead of Indiana, so... These last 4 games are so crucial. We've got to... Well, moment of truth, I don't know if we'll make playoffs. We had a pretty good team. Alright, I think we've made playoffs. I think if we win... Okay, we should have made playoffs just made playoffs, which is a bit disappointing. Because I thought I put together a pretty good team. But it's whatever. Did we get anyone? No one. All defensive team. Oh, DeJounte Murray, hey. Alright. Alright. So, we were the 6th seed actually. Sweet. So, we were 2 games ahead of Indiana last I checked. So we, 3 games ahead of them in the end. Or was it 4? I don't know. We'll check the stats. Paul George probably averaged near 30. 24, 20, 18, 14s. Yeah. I thought we were pretty deep. We were all 80 overalls on the bench. We had, 3 90s in the starting lineup. A few very close 90s. Alright, well, we're versing Atlanta first round. Oh, 1 up. Okay. 1-1. Alright, we might make some changes actually to the rotation. Should I run an 8-man rotation? Miles Bridges is cold. Is it worth? We'll take away his minutes. Some more to Jackson Hayes. We'll give 1 more to De'Aaron Fox. Was this a master stroke of a move? Similar to cards. If we can get out of the first round, so remember we built this team out of nothing, so to build the team like this, it's pretty impressive. Okay, this might be a master stroke. No. Okay, come on. Yeah, alright, we got that first round. Probably lose to Detroit, the other 2nd seed. 2-0, 3-0. Oh boy, where did we go wrong? Like, look, 90, 91, 96, 87. Well, 2 years ago we were nothing. Now we're something big now. So I mean, hats off, fellas. We're gonna go all out, bench depth. Whatever the computer says, we'll do. Let's listen to the computer. They've given Paul. Will we get swept? Will we get swept? I was hoping we could have made a run to the finals, but to get swept in the 2nd round. Okay, we're not getting swept. We are not getting swept. Come on. Detroit at home. Woburn Hills. Yeah, alright. Lost in 5. Disappointing. Very disappointing. If I did it 1 more year, maybe I could have won it, but... Oh, well, that's going to be it for me anyways, guys. If you did go... Remember, we were nothing 2 years ago, so got to give me credit. It was a pretty stacked team. It's a shame we couldn't win it all in the end. Like, 1, 2... We had 3 90s. I thought we were deep. I made, like, fuck ton of trades. Maybe I shouldn't trade DeJounte Murray, who knows. But anyways, yeah, that will do it for me. If you did go enjoy this video, please leave a like and a sub for your boy, grinding to 1,000 subs. Yeah, if you have a request, please leave it in the comments. I like doing rebuilds like this. Built the shittest team, and we made them into good plays. We still couldn't do much. Did get out the first round. Did beat the 3rd seed, mind you, so... Alright, yeah, that's it for me anyways. See you fellas.